Hi friends, welcome to my channel Maths Academy by DG. Today we are going to continue the adjoint of a matrix. This is the chapter what? Determinant chapter. Okay. So in this the concept is adjoint of a matrix. After that we can find the how to find the inverse of the matrix. Okay. So this is also important for objective level also. How to find the inverse of a matrix and how to find the adjoint of a matrix. This is the lecture number 15. Means already we have completed total 14 lectures in this chapter determinants. Okay. Suppose if you are not completed that, please complete all the classes. And suppose if you are not subscribed to my channel, please make a subscribe and click on the bell icon. Like, share. Okay. See, this is the first one we are taking here, adjoint of a matrix. After that we can continue the inverse of a matrix. Now, what is the adjoint of a matrix here means before going to start the adjoint of a matrix, let us consider one of the matrix here A11, A12, A13. Again, A21, A22, A23. Okay. Next one is A31, A32, A33. Okay. Now we are taking one of the matrix here. Suppose if I find the cofactors of this matrix, then how we know that if you are writing the cofactor of A11, that is what? Capital A11. Okay, this is the small a11 which indicate here this is the element belongs to the matrix A. Suppose if you are writing the capital letter here, that is capital A, capital A11 means that is the cofactor of the element small a11. Remember that. That's why I am writing here cofactor matrix. Cofactor. Cofactor matrix. Sir, what is cofactor matrix means? So we are writing from this matrix the cofactor matrix for this means all the elements are present in a matrix A. We are writing the cofactors in their corresponding places. So cofactor of the A small a1 is capital A1. Next one is capital A1, capital A13. Suppose if you are feeling sir we are not able to understand means please make a comment. I will check. Definitely I will recall that. Okay. So next one, see A21, A22, A23. Again A31, A32, A33. What I am writing here, I am writing the cofactors of the corresponding elements here. Whatever the matrix A is there, na? So I am writing only cofactors for this matrix. Okay. After writing the cofactors for this matrix, now I will make the transpose for this matrix. We know that the transpose of a matrix. What is the transpose of a matrix? There are rows. Rows can be written in a columns. That is the transpose. Yes or no? In a matrix chapter, we have completed the transpose of a matrix. Now we can write the adjoint matrix. Adjoint A. We can denote the adjoint A like this. Okay. Adj A. It will indicate here adjoint A. Okay. Means adjoint of a matrix A is equal to, I will write here cofactor matrix whole transpose. Remember, cofactor matrix whole transpose is nothing but what? I am writing the adjoint A. Okay, adjoint A is nothing but cofactor matrix whole transpose. Means first we have to find the cofactors of the given matrix. Okay, all the elements are 9 elements are there now. First we have to find the cofactors for all the 9 elements. After that we are make whatever the matrices we are getting, that is cofactor matrix. Suppose we are making transpose for that matrix, you will get here adjoint A. Okay. So now see, I will write the cofactor matrix. This is the cofactor matrix or not? So for that we are making what? Transpose. Transpose is nothing but what? For the rows we have to write what? Columns. A11. After that what? A12, A13. For the rows we are writing in a column. Again we are taking the one more row, so that can be written in a column. Again A31, A32, A33. Got it? So this is nothing but what? Adjoint A. Means adjoint of a matrix A. This is the given matrix in a question. So suppose I am going to say find the adjoint of a matrix means this is the process we are going to find the adjoint of a matrix. What we have to do first? First we have to do here, we have to get the individually cofactors of each and every element. After that we have to write cofactor matrix. After that we have to make the transpose for the cofactor matrix. That is the resulting matrix is known as what? Adjoint matrix. Okay, this is nothing but what now? Adjoint matrix. After this, see, I will write, this is nothing but what? We are writing the adjoint matrix for 3 by 3. Yes or no? Now some students they will be asked, suppose we are having the 2 by 2 matrix, how will write sir that? So now see, if you are having the 2 by 2 matrix, let us consider A is equal to A11. From this we are going to write the 2 by 2 matrix A11, A12. Yes or no? Next A21, next A22. This is nothing but what? 2 by 2 matrix or not? There are 2 rows are there, 2 columns are there. If you are writing the 2 by 2 matrix here, okay, so now I am going to say find the adjoint for this. Sir, how will find the adjoint? Means again we can find the cofactors here, okay. By finding the cofactors, there is a one method to write again by interchanging the rows and columns, you will be get the adjoint matrix, okay. And one more way also there. Now we are going to interchange these two elements here, remember, okay. I am writing here interchange. Now I am writing about interchange this, okay, these two elements. Adjoint A is nothing but I am writing, we are interchanging these two elements, means in place of A11 we are writing A22 and in place of A22 we are writing what? A11. After that, now we have to change the sign of these. There is a positive sign in front of two elements, we have to write what? Negative sign. Means we are going to change the sign, okay. Now I am changing the sign of this one, okay. So minus A12 and this is what? Minus A21. This is nothing but the adjoint matrix. For whom we are finding the adjoint means, suppose the matrix which is giving whose order is what? 2 by 2. Then we can find the adjoint A like this. Now we are interchanging these two elements. After that we are changing the sign of this, okay. This is nothing but what? 2 by 2 matrix. Now we will take one of the example. See, this is the example number 23, okay. What is there in this? Find adjoint A for A is equal to matrix 2, 3, 1, 4. This is the matrix. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix, yes or no? So there are two methods are having to find the adjoint of the 2 by 2 matrix, okay. Now we can start the first method, okay. Which method you are feeling good, okay, you can also say in a comment box, okay, and you can continue any method in this. So method 1, we are taking the matrix here, whatever the matrix is given. Now I am writing the adjoint here, okay. We know that how to write the adjoint is just now I told one of the formula here, okay. What we have to do first, we have to interchange the places 4 and this is what 2, okay. First we are completed, and second is what? Just we are changing the sign of these two, okay, means minus 3 again minus 1, okay. Now we are changing the sign. Some students they will ask, sir, suppose having the plus minus, what will write? So we have to write there what? Plus, because of we have to change the sign of this. There is a minus 3, we have to write plus 3. If there is a minus plus 3, you have to write there what? Minus 3, okay. This is the adjoint A, okay. This is the solution, that's all. And one more method is what? This method is also having an NCERT book, okay, for this question. So see, first what we have to find? We have to find the cofactors. We know that how to find the cofactors, okay. So cofactor of capital A11, okay. This is the place of your small A11, that's capital A11. This is nothing but cofactor. Yes, we are going to close here. What we have to close means first row, first column. Then the left out element is what? 4. But minus 1 we have done, minus 1 whole power 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 into element is what? 4. So this is the positive, that's why it is 4. After that we have to write A12, this is the element, in this is the address, okay, yes or no, is equal to, actually it will become minus 1 plus 2 is minus, so minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2 into, by closing the address of this one it will get here what? 1. Yes, next one is, this is the negative, minus 1, got it. Next one is A21, because this is the address, A21. So now we are going to observe here the second row first column the element is what 3, but before that minus 1 whole power we have 2 plus 1 into element 3. This is again negative minus 3. Next a22 is what minus 1 whole power 2 plus 2 into we have write, so see we are going to close this one, second row second column element is whatever the element left here we have write that. Next that is 2. Okay, we have completed all the cofactors. Now we have to write the adjoint. We know that the formula adjoint A is equal to what is that? Cofactor matrix whole transpose T. Okay, T means transpose. Remember? Huh? So we are writing first cofactors. So A11 in the order only we have to write A11, after that A12 minus 1. Next one is what? A21 minus 3. Again what? A22 is 2. And whole transpose, remember this. Okay, so whole transpose means we are changing the rows as a columns. First row first column and second row second column. See the answer, whether the first method second method the answers are equal or not. 4 minus 3 minus 1 2, here also we got. Okay, this is one. So next we will see one of the theorem. See, this is the theorem number 1 in this determinant. Okay, so what is given first we will see. If A, capital A, B, A, any given square matrix of order n, okay, then so A into adjoint A is equal to adjoint A into A is equal to det A into I. Okay, we have to verify this. Okay, and I is the identity matrix of order n. Okay, this is the theorem. So we have to prove in this A into adjoint A is equal to det A into I. Again adjoint A into A is equal to det A into I. Okay, so we can prove one by one. See, first we are taking this one. By taking this we have to prove this one. So in this let us consider the matrix. Let A is equal to, we are taking the matrix here, A11, A12, A13. Yes. Next second row is what? A21, A22, A23. Okay, and third row is A31, A32, A33. Okay, so this is the 3 by 3 matrix now. So this is the A matrix. Now we have to write the adjoint for this matrix. Just now we have completed now. In the definition only adjoint of a matrix. Okay, so how to write the adjoint matrix? Now I am writing here adjoint A is equal to, so what we have to write? First we have to find the cofactors, and whatever the cofactor matrix is there na, then the transpose of that is we are writing adjoint here. Directly I am writing here. Okay, so A11. After that A12 we have to write here, but we are writing the adjoint matrix means row we are writing in a column. Yes or no? A12, A13. Completed first row in a first column. Again second row we are writing in a second column. These are the elements, these are cofactors. Remember that, because we are writing the adjoint matrix. Now A21 for the second row we are writing second column. A22, A23. Again third row third column. We are writing here what? Cofactors, these are the elements. Remember this. Yes, this is the adjoint matrix. Yes, we got matrix A and adjoint matrix. Now what we have to do? We are taking A into adjoint A here. See, I will write A into adjoint A. Okay, so A into adjoint A is, I will write first, A matrix is what? A11, A12, A13. Yes. Next one is A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Completed. Then we have to write what? Adjoint matrix here. Adjoint A. So adjoint A is A11, A21, A31. Yes. A12, A22, next A32. After that, just this matrix I am going to copy here. A13, A23, A33. Yes. So these two matrices. Just you have to multiply the two matrices here. Okay. So just I will rub this one. Okay, because of this will be a lengthy one. Yes. Now we have to multiply two matrices. We know that in a matrices how to multiply two matrices. We are taking the first row. We are going to multiply with first column. Yes or no? First row, second column. First row, third column. Yes. After that we are taking what? Second row, first column. Second row, second column. Second row, third column. Again last. Third row, first column, second column, third column. Yes, this is the way we are going to multiply for the two matrices. Now I will write here A into adjoint A. Just the multiplication of two matrices I will write here is equal to, see, if you are writing the multiplication of two matrices, A11 into this one, yes, first row, first column, A11 into capital A11 plus again A12 into capital A12. Yes or no? See once again. A1 plus A13 into capital A13. Yes. First row we are taking first column. But remember one thing. What is the determinant? By taking the cofactors and elements, what we are writing the determinant there? So that is nothing but what? Determinant is nothing but that A is equal to determinant of, I am going to say, if I give this matrix, just I am going to say by using the cofactors you have to write, you have to expand the determinant. I will complete that. Already I have completed now. See, we will write here by taking the matrix A here. If you are going to expand along the first row, we have to take the corresponding cofactors of this. Okay, sum of the product of the elements in the first row with their corresponding cofactors is nothing but what? The determinant. Yes or no? So I will write the determinant for this matrix, okay, with along the first row A11 into capital A11, A12 into capital A12, A13 into capital A13. Means this is the small A indicate here, it is element, then the corresponding cofactor. Again small element into cofactor, element into corresponding cofactor. Then only we can say that is the determinant of the matrix A. Okay. Suppose if I am writing like this, A11 into, this is the first row. By taking the first row, sum of the product of the first row elements which are multiplying with the cofactors in the second row, means this is the A11 in the first row, again, which is multiplied with what? Second cofactors of the second row, means capital A21, next plus A12 into capital A22 plus A13 into capital A23. Okay, this will indicate here definitely 0. Yes or no? So this will indicate, remember, this is the element but it is not a corresponding cofactor of this element, then definitely you will write there what? 0. That's why, so if this is occurring, you will write determinant. Okay, so in this also see that these two situations will be occur in this matrix. Okay, the resulting matrix. So we are taking the first row, we are multiplying with first column. Yes, this is the determinant of A or not? Yes, A11, A11, A12, A12. Next, by taking this first row and second column, A11 into A21 means it will give the result is what? 0. Yes or no? So now we are taking the first row again with the first column. Sorry, last column. So 1 1, this is what? 3 1, means this is the different one. Again we are writing there what? 0. Yes. So now we will see one more. Second row, with the second row 2 1 is there, multiplying with what? 1 1, again it is giving the result is what? 0. But by taking the second row, with the second column, what will give the result? See, A21, A21, yes, it will give the result is det A. Yes or no? Determinant of A. So that's why directly I am writing there what? Determinant of A. Again, second row, last column, it will be again what? 0. Yes or no? Second row, last column is nothing but what? 0. Because of 2 1, this is what? 3 1. Yes, 0. Again, 3 1, see, this is what? 1 1, means 0. Again, 3 1, this is 2 1, again it will give the result is what? 0. Next, see, 3 1, this is what again? 3 1, means this is determinant of A. This is the determinant of A, this is place, and this total part we can write what? Again determinant of A only. Okay, so finally I will write here A into adjoint A. A into adjoint A is equal to, so finally we got the matrix determinant of A 0 0 0 determinant of A 0 0 determinant of A. Yes or no? So just I will rub this one. Okay. See, so we got this matrix now. From this is the matrix not determinant. We are taking det A is outside. So then A into adjoint A is equal to det A into, will write by taking the det A is outside, it will be what? 1 0 0. Yes or no? 0 1 0 0 0 1. All of you know this matrix. So det A into, will write what? I matrix, unit matrix. A into adjoint A is equal to, we got determinant of A into I. Yes or no? So similarly we can prove that. Similarly we can prove A into adjoint A into adjoint A is equal to what? Determinant A into I. Okay. This is the proof about this. Okay. Theorem number 1. Okay. In the next class we can continue the remaining part.